Okay, so we can see that we have an x squared and a y that's not squared. So we know the basic parent graph is going to be y equals x squared. So I know I want the x term on one side and the y terms on the other side. And I need this to look something like x minus h comma squared equals 4a times y minus k. So any multipliers need to go on the side here with the y. So let's see, to complete the square, I have x squared plus 6x. So I cut 6 in half, that's 3, square it. So I need to add 9 to both sides. So I'm going to have here x plus 3 quantity squared minus 4y plus 1 equals 9. Okay, so I want the x squared term by itself on one side. So I'm going to use algebra to move the 4y over to this side, and then it's going to be plus 8. I need this to look like something multiplying a term with a y in it, a factor, sorry. So I need x minus 3 squared. I need to factor out the 4. See how often that's what you need to do is factor out? That's come up like 3 times now. Okay, so I factor out the 4, and here's my equation. So then analyze the equation. I need to find the vertex is going to be 3 comma negative 2. Then the focus, let's see, if my vertex is at 3, negative 2, this number here is 4a. So a must be 1. I see that this is the parent graph of y equals x squared, so I don't see any negatives, so it must be opening upward. So the focus has to be 1 unit away from the vertex. So there's the focus. So I know where the vertex is. Now I know where the focus is, 3 comma negative 1. Then the directrix, if this distance is a, which is 1, then I need to go 1 in the other direction to figure out the point the directrix goes through. So this is the directrix. X equals, oops, y equals, try again, y equals negative 3. So the directrix needs to be a line. So the directrix is the line, y equals negative 3. Label your axes. So then we need to graph. At the focus, the parabola is 4 wide. So I need to go 1, 2, and 1, 2 to find the points on the latest rectum. And then I use the vertex and those latest rectum points to draw the graph. Okay, we'll do number 54 together in class. So here's going the other way. So you need to be able to use the equation and draw graphs, but you also need to be able to write equations given a graph. So here's one where the vertex is 0, negative 1. It's opening upward, so I know my parent graph is y equals x squared. Okay, so I know it's going to be x squared equals 4ay. And the vertex, I have x minus nothing squared, and 4a times y minus the y coordinate of the vertex, so that's y plus 1. Well, then we can see that there's a point here on the graph. We don't know if that's a point on the latest rectum because we don't know that. It doesn't say. But we do know it's a point on the graph. So it has to be true that if I put 2 in for x and square it, and put 0 in for y, I have to get a true equation. So a must equal 1. So my equation looks like x squared equals 4y. Oops, y plus 1, because I still need to shift to the vertex. Okay, and then let's look at number 62 in class together. And that's all we have.